Come here, man. I'll introduce you, and do you mind being on the channel?
Yeah, no, sure.
So guys, very special day today. You have with me Valiant and his Dark Horse Mustang, one of the very first ones in Australia. It's the first time I've actually seen a 650 in the flesh. How's it feel, mate?
It's awesome. Like, I've owned it less than 24 hours and I love it.
So you've come from an S550 platform. You had the Eruption Green, was it?
Yeah, correct. Yeah.
And you had the Whipple supercharger on that.
Yep.
Auto, manual.
Yeah, completely different beast. I haven't driven. It's really hard to compare anything, really. But I love it. The short shifter, all the power there. It's nice to feel like a raw V8.
Yeah, it's a very special car.
Yeah.
I think you mentioned, it's one of the first Australian, certainly the first one on the Gold Coast.
Yep.
And so less than 24 hours. First impressions, have you noticed the steering rack? Apparently it's a shorter one. When you put the, I don't know, it's first 24 hours, but when you put the 550 sideways, you've got to be Johnny on the spot and really catch that thing. It's a long sort of, I guess, throw on that. Any difference you've noticed?
I feel like it's more pinned to the ground. Isn't it?
Okay.
Yeah. You've honestly got to drive it to
feel
it.
Yeah. Don't worry guys, I'm driving it. So it's come magnerized from the factory.
Yep.
Biggest concern was we weren't going to get the drift brake here, but guess what? It's got it. I thought we might get the electric. You were saying they have dialed back the power slightly here.
Yeah, correct. They have for the emissions.
For emissions, okay, right.
Yeah,
okay.
correct. Yep.
Yeah, right. So no, what a machine. Yeah, that's right. Because that's when you these cars aren't cheap cars. So when you're looking at it, and so I was looking you probably watched a live stream too. I think we're in the Coyote Club. I know I was chatting with people when Ford were unveiling this back in 2022. So it's been a long wait. It's been a long wait. And at the time, when the Dark Horse came out, because I'm going, I'm RTR, Vaughan's on stage. Yep, okay. Someone take my order, please. And then they started talking about the Dark Horse having the internals of the GT500, the extra things, the extra horsepower. So it was for me, it's like,
Yeah, 100%. And plus, you don't have a physical car here to see. You just had to blindly place your order.
Yeah, that's right, blindly, and no one could tell us how much they were going to cost or anything.
So you had to put your deposit down and hope it wasn't too expensive.
Yeah, that's it. So, and then when it was going to turn up. So so it's literally been 2 years since.
I placed this in September 2022.
Well, there you go.
It's almost 2 years.
Yeah, 2 years almost.
Very lucky to get it. One of the first people to get it. This is optioned actually with the Recaro. So
okay, so they're not a fact. I thought the Dark Horses have the Recaros. It's an option as well. Of course, the flat bottom steering wheel. Hey, this is.
If you change the drive modes, if you click up, and up again, show you up again.
Okay, cool.
Cool animation.
No, that'll be you, mate, when you get to the track. Nice track.
That's on car mode at the moment, so I just do match with drive mode. 14.4 litres so far.
But you're not really worrying about the fuel economy when you're driving a Mustang, even though it is good. You don't. It's not what it's about.
Yeah, you don't buy it for the fuel economy.
And these seats feel fantastic.
You have the cars in this?
No, it's one of the things I definitely regret not doing. So this time around, I've said absolutely 100% Recaros, and then of course the news about Recaro and what does this mean for my Mustang? So I got to say, you've had a good experience with your Ford dealer. My guys are a bit hard to get any information out of it, and I'm assuming because they just don't know.
So I think the dealers aren't to blame. I feel like it's the bigger guys.
Yeah,
They're not giving them any info.
Yeah.
I guess the dealers do what they can in terms of trying to give us info.
Yeah.
The annoying thing is that I don't like so far is the aircon switches are on the screen.
Yeah, right. Yeah, because in the old ones it's pretty tactile, I guess you call it.
Yeah, and it's very like techie, like it looks cool, but like when you're trying to quickly turn the aircon, like you need to push the fan.
I'd imagine it's sync. What are they up to now? Sync 4 or something? You can control it with your voice, I'm guessing. Could you?
So I think this is Sync 5.
Sync 5?
4 was in the Ranges, which is like the longer one.
Yeah,
it could be Sync 4. I don't know.
But I suppose you can activate it, and hopefully you can tell it to set your temperature where you need it to be.
Yeah, correct.
And then
it's got heater for the steering. I didn't know that.
Oh, yep, heated steering wheel. Yeah, I've still got mine on in the 550. We've just come out, or still at the tail end of
because the
winter.
22s didn't have them.
Oh, really?
They took them out.
Yeah, that's that right. Okay. Didn't realise that. Yeah, so the one good thing about not having the Recaros is no substitution, obviously, but it does have the heated and cool seats in the 550. But yeah, happy to trade that for these Recaros. They're awesome.
You feel like they hold you well?
Yeah. No, this is this feels like a cockpit, and this wheel feels great. So yeah. What a machine! 24 hours old. Got the twin intakes. It's got we did get the e-drift handbrake. Good work, Ford. I don't know how you got that through the government, but well done.
Because my other Mustang was an auto, coming into a manual, it's completely different. You actually feel like raw power this time. I haven't driven manual in so long, so I actually really enjoy driving this vehicle. Like, I've owned it only less than 24 hours, so like I've enjoyed it for the time that I've owned it.
And it's not the MT82, it's the Tronic 3160.
I'm not sure on the exact, but it's the exact same transmission as a GT350.
Okay, nice. Yeah. So I think when you drive the autos, you don't, as you said, you can't feel that power as much. It sort of soaks it up.
Yeah, correct.
But when you got the manual,
you're feeling the
connection,
pumping the gears, and it's no feel, like a different feeling.
All right, let's pop the bonnet on this bad boy.
For sure. They come factory bonnet struts now.
Yeah. So, look at that.
There he is.
Brand new. So we've got the twin throttle intakes, strut brace, which we didn't have on the 550s, did we? I don't know why. Lights obviously at front ends, a whole new front end. We don't get the Euro tail lights. We were talking about this before. We don't get the Euro tail lights now. We get the US style, so they're red. Correct. You said they had the sequential.
Yeah, sequential LEDs on the bottom.
And
then the sequentials on the actual DRL as well.
Yeah, right. Awesome. And these wheels, these are specific to the Dark Horse, aren't they?
Correct, yes. But they're just the standard size. You've got 255 on the front, 275 in the rear. So exactly.
Made Valiant bring it out on a rainy day, so sorry mate, black cars, get used to it.
It's going to be a daily, I'm not going to stop.
Oh really? It's going daily,
as much as I can.
Yeah, alright, let me get into the wheelhouse here. Wow. Yep, there's all new car smell. Stepping into the machine, we've got 3 pedals. Jump in this side, man.
All the plastics are still on it.
yeah, no, brand new. Doesn't come any fresher. How do you find the like the design with the twin scroll, single screen.
So if you push the mission, oh, it's alright.
Oh, yep.
Different sound.
Yeah. Yeah, those graphics are sharp, eh?
Let me turn off the so you got the pony button here.
Yep.
That's your pony button.
So that's where you can go in and
Correct.
Yeah.
Track apps. You've got the shift brake.
Yeah, drift brake. Have you haven't, oh, it's 24 hours, you haven't tried that yet,
Not
have
yet,
you?
no.
No, that's a track only thing. For,
100%. Your lap times, everything you'd have in the other one, except, you know, you've got a drift brake.
Yeah.
Oh, you can turn up the rev matching. The rev matching is
Oh,
amazing.
yeah,
It
yeah.
makes you feel like you're actually doing heel to toe. It's weird. So with the clusters, you can actually go into the cluster theme. And you've got three different ones. You've got the classic 67, 68, which shows you that.
right.
Really cool.
Yeah, that is
Fox
cool.
body.
Let me shut this door. So.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay.
Yeah. And then the SVT, which released a couple of days ago.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Okay.
Over the air update.
Over the air update, great. Yeah, fantastic.
And that's the Cobra 9901.
Yeah, wow.
Classic is really cool. Like,
Yeah.
This is really old school. And then you've got your more modern ones. So your normal mode
Yep.
shows you the gear that you're in, just the basic stuff. Sport mode,
Yep.
a bit
Yep.
more sporty. Then your racetrack mode.
Yeah, great. Yeah, I'm really impressed with these screens because obviously there's very few of these in Australia. As I said, you're one of the first guys to get one. So, you know, when you're buying a car sight unseen, you don't know, you know, the video doesn't do it justice. But I think the screen layout works really well.
It does. Yeah.
I quite like the twin cowl of the S550 and I thought, oh, will I like it? But yeah, obviously
Yeah.
too late, just jump in.
That's
and
it.
But no, it looks great.
Build 6617.
Oh, yep, there we go.
Downloads. But this was I believe, in May build.
May, okay.
Yeah.
May of 24.
Correct.
So how much of a heads up did they give you that it was on the way?
Honestly, my dealer was quite good.
Yeah.
They updated me through everything. Told me what ship it was on,
Okay.
what date it was being built. He just kept checking. They've got a Vista program.
Yeah,
They
right.
can check. Yeah. He kept sending me screenshots. You know, it's in the build. Oh, it's in the segmentation. And then when it was on the ship, he was like, "Yep, it's on this ship."
Yeah, right.
And
So-
obviously, I was tracking the ship the whole way. And yeah, so once it landed at the wharf, it docked on Monday.
Yep.
They unloaded it, and then it was booked into Seaver for delivery.
Yeah,
It got to
right.
the dealer on Friday.
Right, okay,
Yeah.
so pretty quick, hey? So there's no big
Yeah,
delays. I thought there
no.
might be, you know, sitting on a wharf
Yeah,
somewhere.
100%.
So yeah, that's very quick.
But
So,
yeah. You also got the titanium shifter here as well.
Yes.
It's hollow inside, so it doesn't get too hot.
Okay,
The side
yeah,
shines on
right.
it. Mm.
So some design there, and there is the e-drift brake designed
Yep.
by Vaughan Gittin Jr.
Pull it down to
and-
release.
Ah,
Pull it up for it to come up.
what does that feel like? Is it?
It's so weird.
Oh yeah. That's
it doesn't
got
stay
a.
up either.
Yeah, no, that's what you want. It does feel like a hydraulic handbrake.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow.
And then to release, that's it.
Okay, and so handbrake is now off. Right. Nice. Unmistakable sound, hey?
100%. It does sound a little different. You know how you get used to your Mustang
Yeah,
sound?
yeah.
To me, it sounds a little different.
Because this is a Gen 4 Coyote, isn't it?
Correct.
So I don't know how different it is to the Gen 3. Is it an evolution, I guess?
So in the Dark Horse, apparently they've got different pistons.
Yep.
So they've got parts from the GT500. I'm not sure exactly what parts, but I know that the pistons are different.
Yeah, super short throw. Wow. And so what's the plan? You leave it stock? I know you're sort of...
Maybe wheels and tires, but
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Because these are limited edition. You can't get these wheels and tyres in any other Mustang, right?
Correct, yeah. But I
So-
wish they were a bit like wider.
Yeah, okay.
It's like a 19 by 10 in the front and 19 by 11 in the rear. It's like got a
Right.
really chunky tire on it.
Yeah. And because you mentioned the performance pack,
Mhm.
not available or hard to get in Australia, not from the factory.
Yep.
What's the difference there? Are they different size? What are these, 19s or 20s?
They're 19s.
19s,
yeah,
yeah.
but it's just if you get the performance pack, it is a wider rim. So it's still 19, but it's 19 by 10 and 19 by 11 in the rear. And then you also get wider tires, so 305 instead of a 275.
Yeah.
And 315 and a 305 in the front, opposed to a 255.
Okay.
And then a little bit of a bigger spoiler.
So you'd put these wheels like to the side, right? You don't sell them with them.
Yeah, I might rock these for a while though.
Yeah,
they do look alright. The GTs, in my opinion, look a lot better than this one.
Oh really?
Yeah, 100%. They look so nice.
It's
Has yours got Magna, right?
it does.
It does, yeah. So
this
it's very similar then.
Yeah, that's right. So I can hear the red match then. So this time round, I've gone because I'm getting the RTR packs. I've gone the tactical suspension. So I love the Magna Ride. It was great, but if you can get suspension that's designed by world champion drift racers,
correct.
That's where I'll spend the money. So I'm keen to get it. Yeah, I'll see you at the track, no doubt. So you just things like made for the track, I'm assuming. Track it.
Definitely. I'm still thinking about boosting it as well.
Oh really?
Yeah, I don't know. So the issue with I want a twin turbo.
Yeah.
The problem with the twin turbo is the PCM is locked.
Oh right.
Yeah.
Is it still locked now, or is there some tuners that can do it now?
So it's still locked,
Right.
and the people who only have access to it is VMP and Whipple.
Yeah, right, okay. So there is no turbo option.
Correct, yeah. So I'm sort of trying to suss out some options if I can get a PCM from an older Mustang and see if I can swap them.
Yeah, right.
Probably can't do it, but I'll look into doing it first, and then I'll go the twin turbo road.
So why twin turbo over? Because you had the Whipple.
Yep.
What was your experiences there on the 550 with the Whipple?
Love the Whipple.
Yeah.
I just want something different.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I've had the Whipple before, so
just something new.
yeah.
Get that.
Hear the Schoolie Boys. and a
Schoolie
bit more
Boys.
top end. Yeah.
Nice. But yeah, it's not easy, hey, with the lockdown on the ECU.
Yeah, and it could be a couple of years. Look at the F-150s. It took them years and years for them to be able to crack it.
Yeah, right.
So,
Obviously you got a 5-year warranty with this too, right?
Yep.
So, as soon as you twin turbo something,
Say goodbye to it.
yeah, you're fairly and squarely outside of the box.
Pretty much. I just blame it on the turbos. What do you reckon so far?
Oh man, I love it.
Yeah.
So, and the manual too, This clutch is so light, Some of those, old Renaults have got the clutches so heavy. I don't know. I seem to remember when I bought my 2018.
Yep.
I test drove the 17 in a manual, and before the nose sort of curved down at the front, it felt like the old, barbecue table in front of you. But in the manual, I seem to remember it was a lot heavier clutch than this.
Yeah.
So they've obviously
Refined it.
refined it.
Yeah.
Which is,
I wouldn't know, because this is probably the first manual car I've driven in a very long
Yeah,
time.
right. Because you mentioned you've been driving around in a Raptor.
Yep.
Is that right? Cause, Because you're in the trade and doing aftermarket bits and pieces for the Raptors. Yeah, right.
Just little very niche things, so like stop start eliminators, remote start keys.
Oh, stop start eliminators. Geez. Yeah. What's the status on this one? Is it got a stop start?
So the button's gone.
Ah, right.
Which is good.
Fantastic. There's
all
nothing
dark
more than Okay. What about the GT? Do you know?
They do have them.
Oh no.
Yeah, but
I'll come and see you for a stop
yeah,
start.
100%. We'll get an eliminator for you made, and then get it disabled.
Yeah. World's gone mad.
Emissions.
Yeah.
As they call it.
So the Dark Horse is skated around. It's okay. So I mentioned before, these aren't cheap cars. These are very,
in Australia at
in
least.
Australia, yeah, because we're paying in South Pacific pesos, so we've got exchange rate dramas and import tariffs and the rest of it, right? So
115 this cost me.
115, yeah, right.
And then an auto would probably set you back around the 120 mark.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, of course. Well, you've definitely done the right thing getting this Tremec. My only regret read is I wish the GTs it was an option or something.
Yeah.
Because you know we've got mutual friends that have punished their MT82s to.
Yes, we do.
Things that make you happy, go do those things. Like right now. What are you waiting for? Go!
Yeah, right. He'll be back into the fold with the 650, I reckon, once if you start turning up.
100%. He'll change his mind about the 86.
Yeah. How did you go with the Whipple and the cooling? Did you have any challenges there?
In summer, I did.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. But Whipple, when you start cooling it down, it cools it quick.
Okay.
Yeah, it's got its own intercooler and like.
Yeah, so like a charge cooler?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Powered. Really good.
Yeah, the steering is, I'm noticing a big difference. It's a lot more precise. Like you can sort of see in 550 mode, it's about to almost overcorrect it there. So,
You can also change it. So the steering wheel button there.
oh yeah,
Yeah,
just
change it.
feel.
Yeah, just the feel of it.
Yeah, spool, there we go. Now I hear the exhaust note change. Yeah, it's a great thing about having a torquey motor. Like we're in 5th gear at the moment, and you can still just accelerate away. No problems at all.
Heaps left in it.
Yeah. So you must be keen to get this to the track.
I'm really keen, but I want to sort of drive it more because I want to be able to ship quick.
Okay. Yeah. So you just get to learn the manual. I suppose you got to run it into like how many?
Correct. 1,000 Ks.
Yeah, 1,000 Ks.
That was a good run to come from the Goldie. Come and see you.
Yeah,
Put
no.
couple 100 Ks on it.
Yeah, thanks, mate. Appreciate that. When I got up this morning, it was a bit drizzly. I thought, I'll phone it in. I'll come see you.
No.
Going to 6. Let's drop the revs right down.
How does it compare to in your opinion? Because you've also got a manual as well, hey?
No, I've got the 10R80.
Oh, you've got 10R80.
Yeah, it was something when I was going to get it. It's got to be manual. Got to be a manual. And I started hearing things about the 10R80.
Yeah.
And then I was fortunate enough to go to California and I actually drove one there. It was just the EcoBoost because it's a hire car.
Yeah.
But I was out the back of Napa Valley somewhere and just planted this thing in this 10R80 and I was just so impressed with how quickly it shifted gears, as you know from having one.
They are. It's like a cheat code, that gearbox.
It is.
Yeah.
And so it was a no-brainer for me. I was just like, that was it. Because 10R80, like if it was the old 6-speed auto, no way, I'm getting a manual. But this time round, the same quandary, right? What do? Do you get a, probably one of the last manuals, Ford didn't have to keep it, they've kept it, and it's the MT82, right? So, it's not the world's greatest gearbox.
Still holds up pretty well, though.
Yeah, look, I think if you, I'm going to leave it factory power, enjoy my
Warranty.
Yep.
Feel good.
Yeah, man, that's got the mumbo. And you don't, the auto is deceptive, isn't it?
It is.
Like, especially with the supercharger, you fly up, but the manual, it's just...
You actually feel it as you're
visceral,
clutching in.
So, can't wait.
Bit of a taste before you get yours. Just makes you a little bit more excited.
It does. Yes, get it for the track. It's steering feels. I think the thing I'm noticing the most, obviously, the manual and that short throw gearbox. So, how's that going to go? I don't think it's going to be a comparison to the MT82. So it's probably not fair on that. But comparing it to the 550, I am noticing the steering is a lot more precise. So when you're at the drift track, or any time you send it sideways, as I said, it snapped back so aggressively that you had to did, and hey, I've gone straight back to Ford, and that's why I think I'm just going to leave it.
Yeah.
Leave it vanilla, because
they're generally quite good.
yeah, I found them brilliant for anything warranty related. But yeah, now car's 5 years old. All that stopped, so I'm going to the track less, shall we say?
Yeah. Just don't want to break it before you sell it. What do you reckon you can get for it?
I don't know. I want to keep it.
Okay.
So I want to keep it and then get the 650. But you know, that's, I don't know. Every car I've ever sold in my life, I've always regretted it. Like, you know, I've had some nice rotaries. I want to, you know, some cars as a young kid. But my first car was a Mazda RX-3, and like, I had that car today.
You're kidding.
$4 grand for it, you know, went out there $100,000 bucks, and then I had a Series 2 RX-7, had the Series 4 Turbo 2, and then ended up in an FD. And you know, if I hadn't kept any of those cars, you know, I'd be ahead. But it was always like just a trade up thing. So if I can,
At the time,
yeah. So if I can hang on to it, I will. But yeah, we'll see, because that could be the daily, you know. Yeah, it'll be interesting to see how you get on. You know, just I was a bit worried with the clutch being heavy and making it a daily, but if the clutch in the GT feels like this one, then there's no issue.
Yeah.
But as I said, you know, these old Renaults, and they've got some, you know, heavy clutches.
Yep.
So yeah, this is yeah, be no issues at all. He's got a knockoff GT350. We'll drive past him and rock his world.
In a FN or FN?
Yeah, it's 2018. Because you know, sorry, I'm today, mate. Is that the real deal? No, just a kid.
Yeah, just a kid.
It would have been the first one I'd ever seen in Australia. So you ever seen the 350 here?
There's one.
Is that right?
There's a white one. I saw it at All Ford Day.
Ah, right.
Yeah, genuine GT350, and it costs them a lot of money.
Was it right-hand drive?
Yes, they got converted at Mustang Motorsports.
Ah, right.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Are they in Sydney as well? Mustang Motorsport.
Melbourne.
Yeah,
Victoria. Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm dealing with James down there. Let's get my 650 serialised. The Spec 2.
That's awesome.
So-
That'd be the first in Australia then.
Yeah, well, I've asked for badge 50, so the badges are, you know, I think worldwide, which I was a bit surprised at. I thought they might, you know, be per region. So 50 is pretty low. I thought the US would be in the hundreds by now.
Yeah.
But I think they got allocation, so that's probably, you know, go around all their authorised, you know, dealers.
Yep.
And they obviously got, you know, I think you said they had between 40 and 50, something like that. Why not? I'm going to California to watch the FD final. So like you can't buy tickets, right? So I've just bought. I was going to do it last year, and of course Chelsea ended up taking it out. So this year, like, you know, it's funny. You know, you watch James Dean's car burn to the ground, and you just go, you know, you don't know. Obviously, you just believe, oh, he's going to come back and win it. You know, motivation.
Yeah.
So yeah, got the flights booked in, and I have booked some. There's one of those event ticket resellers, you know, those companies.
Yeah.
So I've got tickets, but they don't have the tickets, right? But they, yeah. So
cost the tickets?
I think, look,
There you go.
I think it might have been for the 2 days. Australian dollars might have been, or even US dollars might have been 600.
Oh, that's alright.
Yeah, but obviously they put a huge markup on them, right? So
Yeah,
But
but then they pay like, you have to pay, and they're not discreet about it. They'll tell you this is the fee that you need to pay
Yeah,
us.
yeah.
This is the ticket fee. Yeah.
and like, because I don't want to fly to California and then, you know,
Not do it, yeah.
not only get to the car park, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I've taken a bit of a risk, but yeah, hopefully, you know, I'll come out, you know.